PhpStorm 2022.3 is here. It includes features like code vision, PHP 8.2 support, quick fix previews, and the opt-in beta version of our new UI. Let's take a look. First, let's talk about PHP 8.2. This new release adds support for all PHP 8.2 features, from read-only classes to sensitive parameters, from deprecated dynamic properties to the new random number generator, and everything else. We made sure to get PhpStorm ready before the PHP 8.2 release, so you can start using it right away. We also added a bunch of user experience improvements. We now have code vision, where PhpStorm will show you additional information about who wrote which classes and methods, and also where those are referenced in other places, all within your editor. If you want to change how code vision overlays are shown, just right-click them and pick your preference. We also have a reader mode that renders doc blocks for easier reading. You can switch between normal and reading mode for individual doc blocks or for a whole file at once. Reader mode will also be enabled by default in vendor files, since you generally never edit these, but you can always change the default behavior under Settings, Editor, Reader mode. Next, we added quick fix previews. These previews will help you understand what exactly will happen when PhpStorm is doing quick fixes for you. You can press F1 to show and hide them. Another small change that will have a huge impact: we've added previews for date-time formats, as well as explanations about each date-time format token. No more Googling how to properly format your dates. PhpStorm takes care of it. Next, we added support for ParaTest. That's the popular test runner that speeds up your test suite. To run tests in parallel, you will need to check the Use ParaTest option in your test's run configuration and check that the path to your ParaTest binary is set correctly. Usually, if you have ParaTest installed as a dev dependency, then the path should look something like this. The only thing left to do now is to run your test suite, and PhpStorm will run your tests in parallel. Let's talk about Xdebug for a minute. In this release, PhpStorm can help you detect and fix potential problems with your Xdebug setup based on PHP info input. Go to Run and choose Web Server Debug Validation. You can now paste the output of PHP info straight into PhpStorm, and you'll learn whether there are any problems with your installation. We also added support for Xdebug 3.2, which has a new way of debugging return values. Just place a breakpoint on a line with a return statement, and next you can step into that line, and PhpStorm will show you the relevant information. Next up is Redis Support. In case you didn't know, PhpStorm comes with a full-fledged set of database tools. You can connect to practically any kind of database, explore data, perform queries, and get insights. We already supported databases like Postgres, MySQL, and Mongo, but now Redis Support is on the list too. Now, for our Windows users, we've made some improvements to our support for WSL2. You can now run PhpStorm as a remote backend in WSL, and doing so can provide better performance. You can open PhpStorm, choose Remote Development, and connect to a WSL installation. Finally, and this is a big one, everyone can now beta test our new UI. Go to Settings, Appearance and Behavior, New UI, and mark the Enable New UI checkbox. Restart PhpStorm and you're done. I must say I'm very much looking forward to using our new UI in some of our upcoming videos, so let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you run into any problems, you can always create an issue on our UTrack page. I leave a link in the description. Of course, there are a lot more details to mention about this release. I've added a link in the description to a blog post where you can read all about them. I would say enjoy this release as well as PHP 8.2, and I will see you in the next video.